Alrighty, so I'm back. It's the same day as the Siembra um, video, but I'll probably be busy tomorrow, and considering I'm thinking of maybe doing one of these a day, besides probably the weekend, I just thought, why not do this in advance? And I don't know if we're able. I'll figure that out later, but. Anyway, I thought, well, we spoke about music. What other interests do I have? Generally, those other interests would include like uh, video games, books. If not theoretically, but not even hypothetically, I don't know. Let's just say, assuming we're gonna do this, I don't know, 5 times a week, right? Choose a thing per day. I would say, movies, music, or not movies, but television, any visual media of sorts, music, books, video games. It's like what, 4 things, and then maybe the final one could just be miscellaneous, so like toys or cards or instruments. I have 2 guitars, so I might talk about those. I don't know. Knives, dogs, right? I've had a few dogs in my life, so. But today we're gonna just talk about Haine, or I believe it's actually pronounced Haine or something of the sort. This is the Blu-ray version. I did not watch it on like a really fancy TV. We just watched it on this Samsung one that we've had since like when did we get rid of that old one? I think since like CRTVs became truly obsolete. I think that's when we got this TV, and it's been around since then. So I'm currently 21 years old. I believe we got this TV, must have been around time we moved to that house. I mean, surely I must have been like 5 or 6. So this TV is about 15, give or take, years old. So I mean, I don't know. It feels a lot older than it is, I suppose. It's technically not that old, I guess. It's held up pretty well. Anyhow, we did watch it on that one, but even still, this film looked really, really good. I watched this around Christmas time, some sort of time around then. This is when I got this film. Obviously it's a film by Matthew Kozovitz. It's part of their Criterion collection. I don't know what that is specifically. I'll probably have to look more in depth with it. Just speaking about the film, just on a basic note, I don't know too much about France and their sort of, how should I put this? I guess political climate. I know it's always been kind of jaded. For many, many years, they're big on revolutions and all of that jazz. But yeah, I think if we just, it's a pretty good film. I mean, it's famous for a reason. I feel like this is very similar in vein to like how Australians listen to the song Down Under. This is essentially like quintessential watching for any French person, any modern French person, right? As if there would be anybody alive that isn't modern, right? But I mean, it talks about it on the back. I'm getting kind of distracted reading it from the back. It's a French film, as I've already spoken. It's in French. It's in black and white. I weirdly have this odd fixation on black and white films that aren't in the time period in which black and white films were, kind of mandatory. I mean, like, you didn't have color, so obviously. But I really enjoy when films choose to be black and white in this modern age. I don't love it when they're digitally decolorized. I prefer it to be done properly. I just feel like there's definitely a difference you can tell. Obviously, if they put in the work to make it look good, it's obviously not noticeable. And if it's meant for an artistic merit of sorts, a digital decolorization, a monotone of any kind, with proper intention, I think looks good. But I've seen it kind of look a little, how should I put this? Amateurish, kind of college film-esque. This one doesn't do it that way. I think it looks really, really good. I mean, I think the cinematography is quite nice. To speak on the film, it's, really dry. Like, the most bare bones I can tell you is police brutality and cultural disassociation. And that's like really surface level, I feel like. And of course, I'm not a historian, so I really don't know too much specifically on this area of the modern France. From what I've heard and what I'm aware of, I think this is still going on, this type of, maybe not necessarily the same level of brutality as back then, but the same type of, I guess, cultural impoverishment. I don't know what cultural impoverishment doesn't really make sense, but I think once you watch the film, you'll get it. This version, obviously, as mentioned before, is in Blu-ray. Looks really, really good, really, really crisp. Does come with this. I definitely recommend this version, especially if you have a Blu-ray player. I mean, if you have a PlayStation 4, you can watch it. This just talks about more about it, the production, everything like that. And then I believe this also comes with some other features, which is really cool. I've not watched all of them, nor have I fully finished reading the essay on it. I probably should have before making this video, but I was looking through the films or I guess DVDs I had, and I was just like, wow, this one probably stood out the most, and I felt like just was the most respectable. Speaking on how the film kind of progresses, right? It is really well done. It's not. It doesn't feel very long. I'm trying to see how long is this film. 97 minutes. Yeah, it's not very long. In a weird way, it definitely gives me the same feelings. I don't know. I really enjoy movies like this, similarly to like Blue Spring, Taxi Driver in a weird way. Taxi Driver, I feel like, is a little bit more cinematic than those two films, Blue Spring and Haine. But like that feeling of following along with people or characters, and just kind of going throughout their daily interactions, and just visually feeling and seeing the culture and how and who, just that their lives in a way that I feel like is a little bit more introspective and more fun than, say, like a deeply narrative film or movie, right? Where it's not necessarily about anything directly, right? It's more about the themes and I guess just the presence of it all, rather than necessarily like, oh, we got to get from point A to point B, right? Obviously, Haine does have a narrative, right? Friend gets killed, other friend has that certain level of violence continues, and just speaking on the story to kind of close it out a little bit. All the characters are really well done, really enjoyable, um, and well, I say really enjoyable. I mean, looking on it now, there's a feeling of like certain respect for it, but at the same time, you see a lot of the ignorance that they have. Um, but yeah, to kind of close it a little bit, the ending is something I would never want anyone to be spoiled on. It really is probably the one thing where I was like, oh, damn. Because really, when I came into the movie blind, and most films I really don't. I generally spoil myself. Uh, but wow, yeah, that I don't think I really enjoyed the movie too much, especially towards the beginning. I think around the middle when kind of the hopefulness sticks around, um, I was like, yeah, this isn't really. I don't really. It made me pretty depressed. The ending was pretty tough to sit through, or I guess not sit through because it was quite quick, but rather you you get the ending and then it just hits you and then it's over. And like I'm just sitting there in the dark, um, and the credits go and it's just like I gotta go to bed after this. And it was probably the most it's weird because it's not like disturbing in the sense that I think many would find nowadays, right? Where you really got to go to extremes to be disturbed, to be kind of disgusted, to feel kind of like a certain sense of emptiness, right? Um, but man, I don't know. I just was like kind of wrecked a little bit. That ending just was not. I mean, I didn't really like the characters. I think they're bad people. Like, just objectively, no matter how much you want to say that it's the environment or the people going about them, there's a certain level of care and character that you should have, even when you're young, that I feel like they just didn't possess. Not to say I was much better, but I mean, objectively, I guess you could say I was better than them. But still, you know. But even still, like when that ending hits, it's just like they build you up for, I would say, a good solid 5 to 20-ish minutes. I know it's kind of a big stretch of time, but I can't really remember exactly because it's been a while since I watched it. But I was like, yeah, this is going well. They're gonna do everything right, and then it just, I mean, it's very much similar to life. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I had a brother of sorts. I mean, you could consider him a brother. I don't. Sometimes it's hard to really mention much of it, but you know, he died, and like it was just super. Well, I feel like I just spoiled the movie. Well, oh, well, it is what it is. I'll just say it right now. Spoilers, right? Uh, really, you shouldn't even be watching it. I don't know. It's not a big deal, I suppose. Movie's been out for a while, I guess. But anyway, I'll just keep going, I suppose. I should have really watched about that. But yeah, I mean, he died, and you know, it's just like it's just really simple. Like you do just it. I mean, it's not even really. Can you even consider it a mistake? I mean, it's super small stuff, but like life can just, you know, alrighty, it's over, and then everybody else kind of has to pick up the pieces, I suppose, and just kind of go with it. And it's not very fun. But at the same time, it's just kind of like what else can you really do? I suppose that's just kind of how the film feels a little bit. It's just kind of like, well, what can you do? Answer's not much, really. Um, I think, yeah. So, let's just rate it a little bit. I know I kind of talked slightly about the cinematography. I said it was good. It's not really a great. I mean, again, I don't. These videos aren't really meant to go into super depth or technicalities, but it's good. I don't have like any proper methodical breakdown. I would consider this film very good, very very good. It's about an 8 out of 10 for me. If we have to go on the bad to mint rating system, this is very good. Film, brand new, played well, looks good, everything's good. I think this is a quintessential film to be watched, honestly. It might not be for everyone. I'll be honest. Maybe not for everyone. It really depends. But I don't know. I think if you enjoy movies, I know some people don't really like historicals or dramas. This isn't really a historical, but I can understand maybe the genres not being for everyone's taste. But I feel a good film kind of transcends genres in a way, and so I don't think personal taste should matter in these areas of things. I think it's still a movie you should watch. I think it's quite good, and yeah, everything about it I think it is good. I mean, there's definitely moments where I'm like, yeah, this is kind of whatever, but I feel that way about most movies. There's always a good 5-ish minutes of like, yeah, this is kind of whatever. So yeah, 8 out of 10, pretty good. What do you think, Cielo? Cielo. Oh, he's asleep. All right. Yeah. Not even moving. Is he? You're so tired. Okay, he's really tired. I don't know what's up with him, but yeah. All right, I'll probably upload this Thursday. So, ciao, y'all.